Hello, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back to Scrot Eye Syndrome TV podcast. Hope you are all doing well. I am Ben Gilman, your host as always, and I'm joined by a person who was at one point the Bill Goldberg, the Oscar, the undefeated streak of this podcast. Now he's a Peter Avalon, a Curtis Axel, you know, R-Truth. It's the return of Tom Hill.
Oh, back, baby!
Wow.
I would have preferred if you'd gone with Tatanka as my
Tatanka.
You're on a losing streak, sir. It's about time to turn it back for a winning
Tatanka went on a losing streak when you joined the $1 Million Corporation, man.
That was legendary.
Anyway, that's wrestling. We've already gone wrestling. 2 seconds in.
Welcome back, sir. How have you been?
I'm not too bad, man. Not too bad.
It's good to have you back, man. It feels nostalgic.
Yeah, I just feel good, man. I feel good hearing Tom's voice, bro. I feel good.
The person who didn't wait for his turn is Troy Salmon. Hello,
Yeah, I'm
man.
right. They wait for my turn.
How you going,
I'm
man?
the head of the table.
Head of the table. You do
Oh,
know
God,
right
I've
now.
forgotten about that.
Head of the table. Alex right now does not know what's going on, and we're also joined by Alex Pitorno again.
I don't know what's going on.
2 seconds in, and the wrestling talk has already started.
I love Alex's expressions every time we say
Wait,
something like that.
Well,
He's
you
just
wait until next week when Troy
I
picks
think I
SummerSlam
just
as his
switched
pick.
off, guys.
How are you, Alex?
I'm alright. It's good to be back. It's been a while.
It has
Oh,
been.
and it's good to be back with Tom. So
You
good.
came back
Yeah.
quicker, Tom, though, so well done. You've actually been
Yeah.
on. Tom has the last 2 months.
Tom's been a stranger.
Yeah.
I'm just going to say this at the top. So hold on, I've got a list here. Andy from Plymouth, Sarah from Newcastle, loads of Australian peoples, Kitty. Oh God, I can't pronounce half of these names. Sandy from America, TK from New Zealand, and many, many others. Is Tom dead? Where is Tom gone? Has Troy killed him? Has Ben
I killed him.
Has Alex gone and got him and put a hit out on him? Is Tara has smothered him to death with a pillow? No, he's not gone. We've even told you he's around. He's just had computer troubles for the last 2.5 months.
Yeah, man, some bastard tried to steal my identity and hold me to ransom.
Very suspicious, Tom.
Yeah, well.
So Alex has also had a lot of questions as well from people, but also she's been busy as well. She's been around. We're having her for House of Animation soon. It'll be a couple of weeks from now, because obviously we've got 2 ahead still, so we're ahead in time. But that's also. So you're both good. You've got a fan base. It's not just me, Tara, and Troy that get the fans in here. It's you two as well.
What have they been asking? Yes, I'm
Just
back.
asking
I was
when's
meant to
Alex
be in
coming back.
Mexico.
Some cheeky bastards even said, when are Tom and Alex replacing you? Me. Not Troy. Me.
I'm the energy man. I'm a mainstay.
And I've got Lulia as well, but we'll get to that in a future one as well, because Lulia's also got a bit of a fan base in her one appearance. So,
Good stuff.
so today, I went to the office for the first time and I sat in Tom's chair.
You went to the chair, Tom.
Don't worry, I didn't fart in the seat or anything, Tom. I didn't disgrace your seat.
I left 2 months ago, man. I don't give a toss.
It was just weird. It's just an empty office. It was lovely though to kind of go back to the office, and yeah, it was fun today. And I got a new work phone, so I am happy. Only took 6 months, most of this year to get it, but we're there.
Damn.
Well, COVID, trying to get people in one place is difficult at the moment. But it's all good. I'm happy. How are you guys all been doing?
I am doing good, as always. Oh, I try to be anyways.
Lovely. Okay. Well, I've just got some news. RuPaul season 3 is happening next month.
Jeez, here we go. RuPaul.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
Come on,
Here we
baby.
go.
2 seasons a year now. Let's go. Let's go. If America can do it. So, yeah, I can bring RuPaul's Drag Race onto here in a couple of weeks when it starts again.
And you can't get a slap for doing so.
Yeah, exactly. I'm waiting
We
for
have-
the hands coming down right now through the screen.
35% of our audience are gay or non-binary, according to the statistics on Spotify. They identify as that, so there is a fan base.
Yeah, but does that mean that they like RuPaul's Drag Race just because
Exactly.
they're gay?
Yeah. If I had to tell you about the emails that said thank you for bringing up RuPaul's Drag Race on here, it would be a 2-hour podcast.
Fair enough. I
Here we
stand
go.
corrected.
Shout out
Pushing
to
his
the fans
agendas.
that do love it. I know the
I'm
audience.
pushing his agendas. I see you, man.
I'm pushing their
You
agenda.
think you
Showing
slick?
the love. It's a fun show. You should watch it. Nice. It's a happy show.
Oh, I love that.
And the
RuPaul
bits
It's a
agenda.
happy show.
Yeah, and it just celebrates everyone. There's an actual woman this year who's not a drag. There's a non-gay person and a woman. They're not transgender or any or like dressing up. There's no gay guy. They're not gay. They're just a straight guy who's doing it because of his girlfriend. And there's a woman, just straight woman who's doing it. And I thought that's great. It's no Scottish people, Welsh people, Irish people this time. It's just English people.
Wait, why'd you start with Scottish?
Because last time the Scottish managed to get two of the spots in the final, they crushed them last time.
Oh my god. No, I was always saying
You know,
because Tom
Helen,
that's why.
I know one of my colleagues, Helen, was very annoyed that the Edinburgh one lost to the Glasgow one. So, you know, office politics of my job workplace. But anyway,
Obviously, as a Glaswegian, even though I don't watch RuPaul's Drag Race, I'm delighted the Glaswegian won it.
Exactly. See, that's why I was waiting for
Well-
Tom to say something.
also a Scottish guy won the WWF Championship in the last year, so it's been a pretty good year for
Yeah,
Scotland.
but he's a Rangers fan, so that's a bit of a downer on him.
Okay, and I'm back in the room. Okay, so let's get this fucker on track. Who wants to go first?
So to you guys, I'm chilling.
Taking it. Fine.
So
I mean, I could start. I've got one pick.
Go for it.
Hey, do it. Hey, it's all you. It's all you.
So I thought to recommend a recent TV series. It's a sort of like dark comedy drama. It's a British drama from Channel 4, but it's currently on Netflix as well. It's called The End of the Fucking World. Sorry for
Oh,
swearing.
snap. Okay.
Yes,
Okay,
I've done
choice.
this before. I love the first season. The second season was hot, flaming garbage. But please,
Do you think? No spoilers.
no spoilers. But I've
I
covered
did,
this.
to be honest, I did love the second season. I
Okay.
binged on it, like I watched it on 2 afternoons because I just couldn't stop. To be honest, I had tried to watch it about a year ago at the beginning of the lockdown and I fell asleep and then I left it. And then recently someone told me like, no, you've got to watch it. It's really, really good. So I tried it again. Not at 10 p.m., but a bit earlier. So I didn't fall asleep. And just to give a bit of information, some of the cast is the main cast is Alex Lothar, whose name in the TV series is James. He's a 17-year-old, and Alyssa, who is Jessica Barden, and she's one of James's classmates. So it sort of all revolves around them two, him thinking he's a psychopath and sort of growing up killing lots of animals and thinking he wants to then see how it feels to kill a human. So then Alyssa comes along and she sort of sees James as this guy who can take her out of her misery and horrible life. And then it's sort of like the development after and everything they encounter, a lot of adventure and weird situations. Overall, the show has been really praised for its writing, its execution, and the way they have created the characters, like especially James and Alyssa. To me, I think they're quite complex characters. They're very relatable. They're very real in the sense that they've got lots of issues in terms of like, but deep issues with family, and you sort of can see a little bit of the dynamics.
They're one of the most fucked up couples I've ever seen on TV. Lovable and hateable at moments, depending on which way the tide turns. It's I always felt like the second season they didn't plan it. I think they were surprised by the first season, and then they went, "Oh shit, we've got to write a second season." Fuck. Okay then. Well, we're gonna have to do something about the end of that season without spoiling it. I don't know. The second season focused too much. It just didn't do it for me. I didn't really connect with the new characters introduced in season 2.
Yeah.
But a lot of people loved it, and I agree with Alex. A lot of people have critically acclaimed this show. But season 2 for me was still good. It just season 1 was so good and different, and they basically feel like they're drugged up half the time. Their acting is like basically they're mentally fried. Like they're just so disinterested, and they find each other, and they're like, "Right, you're crazy, I'm crazy. This is gonna
Let's
work."
hang out.
And I love it. I love how weird it is. My wife didn't find it funny. I find it funny because it's so bleak. It's got that British bleakness thing that the Americans don't do as well as we do. It would have been more goofy with the Americans. Again, not slagging off the Americans, but if you want a miserable country, we're the best ones at it. We're like the most miserable fuckers on the planet.
Yeah, if you want something bleak and dark, yeah, you better watch our stuff. Yeah.
It's dark. Yeah, it's very dark. It's very bleak. It's so good. I did really enjoy the second series. So I would suggest go and watch it. I don't know if there's potential for a third one.
No, they've
Oh
cancelled.
no, I really want one. I want more.
Do
Well,
you
the
think
soundtrack-
it could have been past that in season 2? Do you think it could have gone past the season 2?
The creators said that they didn't want to do a season 2. They only did it because Channel 4 gave them a load of money. And then the ratings for season 2 weren't as big as season 1, so they didn't decide to do a third. It's quite funny. He said, "No, they gave me a load of money." I was like, fuck it, okay then. Like, but Alex enjoyed it, and lots of people did enjoy the second season. So,
yeah,
thumbs up. I didn't hate it. I just thought season 1 was so high.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The amount of reviews and stuff I heard about that show, I still haven't seen season 1 yet, but it was high. It was massive.
The
It's
soundtrack's
good.
really good.
Yeah.
The soundtrack's really good as well. The
Oh, yeah.
soundtrack, I've got it on Spotify. I love Spotify for these type of things. Got the whole soundtrack, really cool indie, crazy music that Channel 4 do really well with everything that they do.
Yeah. It's true.
Maybe a
Good.
third season.
Yeah.
I follow both of the actors on Instagram as well because I like the actors. I always keep an eye on what they're doing now. I have this thing where I have to follow everyone I like on Instagram. So I follow the actors just to see what they do next, so I can keep.
Are they quite young?
They were of the right age when they were cast.
Okay.
Unlike certain shows that I've seen in America where they're clearly 30 trying to be 18 and it just doesn't look right. Again, not knocking America.
No, yeah, but Americans.
In England, we tend to cast them at the right age.
Yeah.
Like Skins and stuff. They are the age that they're acting, and we don't try and be a 35-year-old trying to be an 18-year-old or something.
Yeah.
So,
It's much better, to be honest. I have realized that difference between the American TV shows and the British. And I thought initially, it's not a big deal. But actually, when you go back and look at American TV shows and you look at the people, you're like, this makes no sense. Like, they're like my age. They're so old to be doing all this stuff. Then it loses you lose the interest. It's not so real. Whereas this one, they just feel so real because the characters are so in touch with the age and the issues. I mean, they're great actors, both of them, I think, in my view. And I've never seen them before in any other show.
she gives off great fuck off face. Like, when a teenager's like, oh, dad, mum. It's such good fuck off face. Like, I love it. It feels authentic. That's hard to pull off. Like that.
Yeah, it's tough. It's tough. You see the authentic there. It's tough. I'll check it out.
Second time on the podcast.
Yeah, I check the show out.
This time Alex hasn't stolen all my picks. That's cool.
yeah.
Was
Ben,
this your pick as well? Oh my god.
Well, I've got a couple because last time I was here, Alex talked about
I stole one.
Yeah.
You stole one, and I changed my pick.
But to be fair, Alex stole one of mine, but I didn't say anything. I was on the fly. I was like, okay, let me just think of something.
I was amazed.
Which
fast.
one? But then you guys should start first.
No, I'm fine. I can get. I've got
It
a mail, so I'm
happens sometimes. It's very rare though that we cross over on each
Oh,
other.
I took the one feel good.
fine.
That's the show.
Yeah, there we go. That's one.
There we go. There we go. With May.
Oh,
Oh yeah, so I watched the end of Feel Good actually. I was going to save this for when Alex came back on. So I watched season 2 of Feel Good weeks ago. I saved this because when you came back on, I was going to talk about it. Loved it. I think it's ended though because they've left it in Canada. So I'm thinking, okay, that's it then.
Yeah.
I love the more explanation of May, just more fucked up, and it takes them a while to get back together. And I love May. And then you find out that's actually. I've seen her do stand up on Russell Howard recently. And she's literally like that. It's Mae Martin. She's not, that is her. She's not playing a character, she's playing herself.
Yeah.
And I really appreciate that. So that's just to follow up my thoughts on that. I want to talk about. So I've got like a couple of returners because all my favorites are smacking into each other at this time of the year. RuPaul's coming back again. Sex Education's around the corner. Doctor Who's Dead. Yeah, that show.
What?
No. Don't. We don't talk about Doctor. We spent an hour and a half ranting about it last year.
Yeah, me and Ben just had a full rant about it.
So we're not doing that again. Right. So I want to talk about the end of 2 shows. One on Netflix, one on BBC and Netflix. I want to go with Pose.
Okay.
Which is the show about the lifestyle of transsexuals or gay people in New York in the 90s. Yeah, Vogue. Which basically birthed the drag race culture that now people uses a lot for drag race and stuff. And I want to compare it to a show that I brought up about gay lives in England. It's a Sin. Miserable as fuck. Like everyone died and it was horrible and it was miserable. In America, they still dealt with the AIDS and HIV, but they had a lot of hope still. And I love them. See, now I'm slapping England around now and I'm giving praise to the Americans. But I watched the last season of Pose. That's just a Bride with No Player. And I feel now like I have a really good idea of what people who are not straight have gone through over the last couple of decades more with HIV and AIDS and all the stuff they've had to suffer through with race, homophobic people and all this shit. And I have a lot of respect for them, actually. They're undying gay people and lesbian people and non-binary people. Got a big heart, very friendly people, and I love this show because it's like very fashionable. One character died. You knew they were going to die. There was a bit where they weren't going to die, and then they did die because they gave their medication to someone they love. And you just thought, you bastards. Like it's a complete swerve because you thought they were going to chicken out. And I cried. My wife called me a pussy. It was quite funny. But I mean, I'm a big fan of I can't remember his name now in Pose. Shit. Billy Porter. He's a big American actor coming up now. He's quite old, but he's going to be the new fairy godmother in Cinderella, for example. That's where you can see him next on Amazon. Just going to pimp him out. He's got a really wicked sense of humor. He's best friends with RuPaul. He's a great actor, but my wife seems to think he's a big shouty actor. But when his character is angry, it's the best. This cast is really strong actors. Like, dear God, across the board, like they're all trying to do each other for Oscars and Golden Globes and shit. I don't know why they just didn't give it to the whole cast of this show. Like, the scenes where they don't agree with each other, but they're still friends. It's beautiful to see, and they say they're family, and they've kind of done a British thing of 3 seasons and we're done. They could do a 4th and 5th season, but they said, no, we've got no more story now. We've done our story. We don't want to do 4, 5, 6 seasons of Pose. I kind of want more. But, I mean, now you could go watch it. There's only 26 episodes. 26 episodes will be left. over. And like you want more of the end of the effing world, I want more of Pose. And it's a great legacy. It's one of the best American shows I've ever seen.
Mm.
And it's a beautiful show.
I
And you know,
had no clue what it was about.
but it's about their lifestyles growing up at the ballrooms and stuff. And it doesn't preach. It doesn't preach against. It just celebrates Latinos and Black lives, and some white characters are in there as well. It doesn't go down the whole we hate white people, or it doesn't have an agenda. We don't hate these people or any people. It's just a celebration of gay lives and sticking together and just generally having a good time. It doesn't have a political message that it's attacking anyone with. It's just telling you a story, and I think that's rare now. A clever show like that where it's not trying to preach to you, it's beautiful, and I love that. That's great because you know it's a rare thing to find a show now that isn't trying to give you a political message about things. So that's Pose. And also I want to talk about Atypical season 4.
Okay, I haven't seen it. Is it good? I haven't.
Yeah.
Nothing. Not even series 1.
Yeah, but
It's over now. Again, it's a sad year for me. I'm losing all my favorite shows, but I'm sure I can find some new ones. Some Feel Good's gone. I've only just found that this year. Now this is gone. Atypical is about a boy, an autistic boy, who struggles really badly with autism. But like I said, it's all about the family dynamic in the household. And like I brought this up every time it comes out on this podcast because I've had conversations with my family about the impact of me growing up with autism and how they dealt with it. But it's moved away. The autism is still there, but it's not the whole thing. You also see other aspects. The sister is bisexual. She dumped her boyfriend to go out with a girl, and they're trying to deal with that. She's trying to deal with her new girlfriend. Her girlfriend is, her mum and dad are like, okay, you're gay, cool. And she's kind of like, oh, I'm gay. And he's like, what do you want, a cookie? You're gay. We support you. Cool. Go do that. Come. That's fine. But like, it's interesting because it's not just about autism anymore. It's about the rest of the family, and they kind of haven't centered it all on it. I mean, his name is Sam. He likes penguins. He gets locked in. He's got this sensory thing about loud noises. I've never had that myself, but I know some people with autism do. And seeing Sam have a girlfriend, like get a girlfriend, tell his mum to fuck off at some points. I did that with my mum. It's like, I need to be my own person. You need to fuck off. Like at some point, I love the mum. The mum can be a bit clingy, but I recognize some mums can be like that with their child. There's that bond of you want to like pull away, and she's a bit, and you know,
quite typical.
Yeah, quite Atypical, hence the name. And at the end of it, by the end of the 4th season, he's going to college and he's going on an Arctic exploration to see penguins. And that's what I've kind of done with my life. I've got married. I'm independent now. I live in my own flat. And this is the type of show that I want more people to see of autistic people. Like, look, we're not just a bunch of people that are weird. We are capable of. This show shows it does have a bit of a laugh about autism, but not mocking it. Like they do with Sheldon and the Big Bang Theory. They kind of get the laughs from what they say, but not the behavior. The dramatic bits is if he has a breakdown, they take it seriously and they educate the audience and stuff. And I just kind of love the family dynamic of the sister teases him, but also supports him, like my brother did with me. Like he's my younger brother. Teased me, but always had my back. Same with me. So it's a really good show, and America. I'm really getting to American comedies at the moment, and it's finished off the 4 seasons. But I will say this: the ex-boyfriend Casey got dirtied. Season 4, everyone else comes back to say goodbye. He's off in the background somewhere. Like he got ditched by the girl in season 3.
No, you spoil.
It's the one character. I was anything else.
No, I'm not gonna watch it now.
Man.
You can watch it. Go watch it. It's brilliant. But yeah, Atypical is really good, and it doesn't try too hard to be funny. And because we work with autistic people, Alex, I think you'll enjoy it because you can relate to it a lot.
Yeah, I mean, from what you're saying, I think it's great that they're portraying some of what would happen in any family, regardless whether there's someone with a disability or a a learning disability or a physical disability or mental health or whatever. That things should tick along as usual. My sister used to tease me, and that's a typical thing amongst siblings. And I guess when things go wrong is when something is portrayed as atypical or a disorder or something like maladaptive. And actually you make it maladaptive by doing that rather than, just carrying on as you would, because it's about people perceiving reality in different ways.
There's a great scene where season 2, there's a school disco, and the mum suggests, "Can we have like a silent disco with headphones on, listen to her music?" And the mother's like, "Why is that then?" She went, "Because my son has trouble with the sound too loud." And she went, "Well, why should we all deal with it? Because your son's a bit off." And she slapped her good because she's what a bitch. Sorry.
Yeah.
Just said the way he's a bit weird. But the school was behind them, like, no. And then all the school kids were like, okay, headphones, because they were making jokes about, well, the music would be shit. I can pick my own music much better. Cool. Headphones. So it's a show that shows like the little things of how he copes. And he moved in with his own flatmate, his best friend, and how he deals with someone who's not his family member. His best friend, they nearly clash because he's got all these little rules that his flatmate thinks is anal. Well, Sam thinks, actually, you're an arsehole. I'm doing all this for you, and I like everything tidy, and you're just lazy. And
you're just a
they
mess.
deal with it though. They deal with it and show both sides. And I love the show. It's very sweet. There you go. There's your 2 this week.
I'll go and watch it.
Right. Might as well go next. Go next.
I've left the podcast already.
I think he's just in the back chilling. He's chilling. Wait for his turn. There we go. Okay.
Typical. We bring him back and he's already gone back.
Or he's eating a chili.
I'm here, man. I'm
He
here.
said he was cooking chili.
Oh yeah, I forgot you were here. Sorry.
You want to go next, Victoria, or do you want me to go?
You know what, Tom? Since you've been away for a while, I'll let you go first. I'll end it. I'll end it.
End it on a high. We leave it with Troy.
Nah.
I'm predicting one of Troy's. Marvel, what if?
Nah, not this time.
You're so predictable.
Not this time. Not this time. I told you.
Nothing. Anyway,
close.
Tom.
Okay, so I'm coming back to 2 shows that I've spoken about before that have both just had their 3rd seasons, actually.
Okay.
So first one is a show that I've spoken about. I don't remember if I brought it up after season 2, called Black Monday. We're talking about this. It's a show, the first series was all based on the premise of how the incident of Black Monday back in the 90s happened, and or late 80s, and basically fucked the system, and it was this group of people were the reason it happened. I didn't see how they could do a 2nd season. They did, and it was brilliant. At the end of that, I thought, okay, they've tied it all up, and then suddenly I saw the other day they brought out a 3rd season, which was fucking hilarious. So well done. I mean, they've taken it away from the stock market and all of that, because they really, by the end of the 1st series, they'd done all they could with that.
Yeah.
So by the time of the 3rd series, Don Cheadle is like the main guy in this, and his character now runs his own music record label and stuff like that. Oh, nice. And it's one of the women, Dawn, who was the woman who helped set up the black market crash, gets put in prison at the end of season 2. She gets released in season 3. There's a lot of moving parts, and it is rude but funny at every turn. It pushes the envelope all the time, and I love it. It's just the stupidest show. I mean, but I think we are now done. They killed off quite a few characters by the end of season 3.
No.
None of the main characters. It was all side characters.
Damn.
Oh, he hasn't named them though, like I did. That's good. You haven't spoiled it for Alex like I did.
Yeah, no spoilers.
You should still watch that.
For example, there's one bit where they find a body of somebody they know just propped up in a lift and their head falls off. And you think, okay, that's horrible, because there's somebody who's been through the entire third season, someone's been assassinating or trying to assassinate all of them. And they've been trying to work out who it is. That's kind of the plot of season 3, is who is the assassin. Because they all think it's one, because none of them trust each other. So they all think the other ones are doing it, and they're all trying to catch each other out. And it turns out that this person actually wasn't assassinated. He got distracted whilst masturbating using chicken wire and got beheaded.
What?
What the heck?
That was a
How
massive
could you
spoiler.
do that?
But now, like I say, it's a secondary character. But yeah, just ridiculous things like that. They just
What?
They go
I
all
don't
over the
think.
place
I
to the
think my
weirdest
mind
places.
just
like you would literally you sit there going, okay, I did not see that.
Masturbating chicken wire. That's it. Everything else is gobbledygook from here on out.
like
You might as well be talking your Scottish accent at this point, Tom, because I don't know what you're talking about anymore.
Fair enough. Anyway, but yeah, Black Monday. You should watch all 3 seasons. I think there's 10 episodes each season. It's about 25 minutes for an episode. It is fucking brilliant. Don Cheadle is a genius and does so well. There's also a guy called Andrew Reynolds who's in it. He's absolutely brilliant. He the biggest thing he did was he originated one of the 2 original roles in Book of Mormon on the Broadway stage.
Ooh.
So he was one of the first guys he was the first guy to play the role of Elder Price in Book of Mormon. So if you've seen it, the uptight one out of the 2 is him. And so yeah, the guy, he's been in lots of stuff and he's absolutely brilliant, but he just takes it to a whole other level. There's him and Don Cheadle play off each other so well. And yeah, it's explicit, it's rude, there's a lot of cocaine, there's a lot of sexual innuendo, a lot of just blatant sex jokes as well. It just, yeah, it's stupid and brilliant at the same time. So I'm bringing it back. I spoke about it a long time ago. I think it was like episode 4 of the podcast.
Jesus Christ.
So seriously, we're going back a long time.
I like that callback. I like it.
Yeah.
Like 4
And yeah,
ago.
it's just awesome. Go and watch it. I think you will like it. It's just stupid.
where is this located?
So I found it on Sky. It's Sky Atlantic had it. So I don't know where you'd be able to find it other than that. I know Ben obviously has issues with having anything to do with Sky. So
yeah, I don't think it does fuckers my money.
Fair enough. I will try and find out if there's anywhere else you can watch it, Ben, but I would definitely recommend it.
Yeah,
cheers, man. Fuck you, Rupert Murdoch.
Don't mind who's going there. I knew it.
And the second one is kind of on the exact opposite end of the spectrum, still hilariously funny. It's a show that I'm pretty certain Troy and Ben will both like. You may have even brought it up recently. Season 3 of Ghosts.
I was going to do that next week.
I am sorry, Ben, but
it's okay.
lose.
No. So Tom actually gave me a heart attack. I was getting scared. I was like, "I pick one of mine."
I had so many seasons freeze with RuPaul. Yeah. Sex Education is coming back. Done Typical season 3 and 4. I've done season 3 of Pose. Done starting Ghost season 3. This is all about the freeze this week. Yeah. And I've watched the first 2 episodes. Go for it.
Yeah, but what do you think of it? I mean, I think it's kept the standard.
The first episode was really, really good.
Yeah, second one was a bit dodge.
But from what you've just said, the standard's up for the rest of the season, so I'm excited to watch 4 episodes now.
Yeah. It's, I mean,
I explain it to Alex. Maybe Alex doesn't know what it is. You want to explain it to Alex?
Yeah, I don't know. So please.
So basically, it's a story of a woman who comes into an inheritance of this massive mansion, this old house that's rickety and falling down. And when she first gets there, she has a nasty fall and wakes up. When she wakes up, she can see all the ghosts that live there and they talk to her. And so it's her relationship with them. We can see the ghosts the whole time because, but the other characters can't see it. So she'll be having a conversation with someone and then answering a ghost. And so she'll end up offending someone because they think they're talking. Yeah, it's very simple comedy, but it works beautifully. And because basically you've got one of them is a caveman. You've got somebody from a Cavalier. So they've got people from different areas of history who've died in that house and have all ended up together. One of them used to be a scoutmaster who's got an arrow through his neck. It's just weird. It's stupid.
Is it British?
It's British, yes.
And America's done a really unfunny remake.
But we don't know yet because it hasn't been released yet.
It will be. I have no faith in it.
I was gonna say October 21st, 2021 is the release of the American version of Ghosts. I will give it a watch, but I am not expecting a huge amount from it.
Just do your own shows, America. Stop stealing ours.
Exactly.
Or just as easily, you could get the cast who do Ghosts in the UK because they write the fucking thing. So get them to do the American version.
We speak the same fucking language, America. Yeah. What is your problem? Sorry.
Anyway,
they should just do something different.
Yeah, they should. All about ideas.
Yeah.
Sorry.
But I mean, the guys who do this, I didn't realize because I haven't seen it. I've only heard about it. Have you heard of a show called Yonderland?
Yes.
Oh, I've heard that.
That's written by the guys who do Ghosts.
Yeah.
I had no idea. I haven't seen it. I've been meaning to. It's on my watch list.
Yeah, I've heard of it, but I
haven't got around to it. But now that I know it's the people who do Ghosts and Horrible Histories, I'm totally into it.
Alex, you need to put Horrible Histories on your list as well.
Yeah,
check them out. Yes.
I need to what?
Horrible Histories.
Yeah, right now.
Okay.
It's a kid's show, but it's funny.
It's about poo and stuff and history. It's really funny.
Yeah, it's very good.
Everything funny.
But yeah, what I was going to with Ghost season 3, I honestly thought they were possibly going to wrap it up, and then I think they've left it so that it's not. You could end it now if you wanted to, but I genuinely thought they were going to change the whole premise of the show with a character that appears in this new series.
His sister.
Yeah.
I was worried about that. That was the second episode where I didn't like it, and I turned to my wife and went, "Maybe it's time to put a bullet in it. Maybe they've run out of ideas."
I don't think because that's what I thought. I thought maybe they're bringing this character in because then they can kind of kill it, but I don't think they have.
I'm really glad to hear that you're happy with it though, because that means I can watch the rest now.
I'm not Jessica Knappett's biggest fan, but she does all right in this show.
She's in everything.
Yeah. But yeah, she does all right. I mean, she gets a pass because she did Taskmaster and was quite amusing. So I'll give her a little.
Charlotte Ritchie.
Charlotte Ritchie. Well, they both done Taskmaster now, yeah. But
because she's in everything now. She's in danger of me being sick and tired of seeing her face in every comedy now. She's walking a very fine line. But every time I turn around,
especially women, young women in comedy. There's a very finite amount of time where they're kind of guaranteed to get lead roles, unless they can transition, like Maggie Smith or something. So I don't blame either of them for being in everything, because you've got to make your money while you can. I think they're both incredibly talented and will survive beyond that kind of sexist thing of they've stopped being attractive and in their mid-20s. I think they'll both be fine, but I can understand why they put themselves into everything they can while they've got the opportunity.
I'm allowed to say
they're hot enough to be wanted.
I'm allowed to say this. She's quite cute as well.
She is.
Wife approved. Wife approved.
Oh my god!
Oh gosh, Ben! No, don't. You're not allowed. You're not allowed.
Exactly.
I've said it now. It's out in the open. I'm normally an arsehole to celebrities. Charlotte Ritchie. There we go. That's as far as I go.
She's very cute. Yes.
Makes it easy to watch a show like that, you know.
I'm not saying that, but she is cute.
No, she's a very good actress. I think I've grown into her because she seems to be in every comedy show I watch. You know, she's there. Yeah. She's obviously very good. I enjoy her as an actress. She's a great actress, and I hope she gets bigger roles soon. You know, she really deserves it. So,
absolutely.
Big fan.
Yeah, so I apologise for stealing your pick of next week, Ben, but Ghosts season 3, I enjoyed it. I think they kept up a good standard, and yeah, they go a little bit more into the emotional depths of people's deaths and stuff, which is quite good.
Cool, and I love that. I still don't know why the politician's got the pants with no trousers on. Then I don't need.
Because he was
to know.
having sex when he died.
Yeah, but I don't. Yeah, but I still don't need to see the actual act of it, and I love that.
No, they don't show the actual. They've never ever shown what he was actually up to, but it's very, very, very heavily implied.
First, I thought that was his wife, but then was like, oh no, because that's the grandmother of the Charlotte Ritchie character from season 1.
Mm-hmm.
She's loaning out for Conservative Party to have a get it together in the house.
Yeah.
I was like, oh, that's a good callback.
Yeah.
He's a Tory, so fuck him. Good.
Well, he does describe in season 3. He does describe it as the perfect death: a bit of rumpy mumpy, a little bit of alcohol, a heart attack, done.
Okay, Troy. So why are you talking about Captain America? And why is it Peggy Carter's Captain Britain? Come on, Troy.
This guy is predicted or not.
Come on.
So I have two picks this week. Number 1 is gonna be, I don't know if you guys have heard about it. Brand new cherry flavor. Netflix.
No, I haven't heard of this. What is it?
What?
My gosh, this show.
What's the show name again?
Brand new cherry flavor. So good. My gosh, it's so good.
What?
Brand new cherry flavor.
Yeah, it's called brand new cherry flavor.
It's in my list.
Oh,
I
never heard it.
Yes. Hey, I watched about 4 episodes so far. There's 8 episodes overall in the season, limit series. But the 4 episodes I've seen. Whoo, if you're a fan of Cronenberg and all those kind of weird works, the kind of body horror type things in these kind of shows, then you're gonna love this show. So I'm gonna say on that one, yeah. So it's set in the 90s. So it's got this character called Lisa Nova. She's like a aspiring director, plays by Rosa Salazar, American Horror Story, Murder House, the Divergent series. She's in all of that. So she's like the main character of this whole show. And literally, she's got a movie called Lisa's Eye. It's on the tape. She's basically got her work there. It's a short story. She's trying to go to Hollywood at this point. So she's trying to find somewhere to stay. So she's got a friend called Cold, where she crashes on his couch for a little bit. You know Hollywood, like they try and go to Hollywood. These aspiring people, they want to get there at some point. So they crash on someone's couch. You know how it goes.
Yeah.
So yeah. And she didn't know that he had a girlfriend. So she was crashing on his couch, and her being there, she has an interview with someone called, what's his name? Someone called Lou Burke. Basically in the story, he's like a Spielberg type. He's like a top producer, and he's going to produce her work at some point. So she obviously goes on an interview type / date with Lou Burke. You probably might know the actor as well. It's called Eric Lang. Lost, stuff like that. So he's a top actor. Been on for a while. But as you can tell, as the episodes go on, it's a bit creepy. He's that kind of guy who tries to bruise his power, a Copperfield there, those kind of like producers or top producers, saying, trying to take advantage of the newbie in Hollywood. And plus she's pretty good looking as well, so yeah, fire. But anyways, let's get back to the show. She's gorgeous, by the way. It's funny. So at this point, she's trying to get her film made into like a big budget of a short story. And he says, okay, sell yourself to me. So she goes, then she starts sprouting this stuff off, and he goes, nah, I'm not feeling it. I'm gonna have to sell it for you. So they go to this big meetup, this event, and he gets the job for her, and she's like, I didn't even speak to the guy, the top producer that you told me I was gonna go see. So then he goes, don't worry about it. So it's all right, it's okay, don't worry about it. I got the job for you. It's done. So she's like, oh, okay. But then at this party, this meetup, she meets this weird character. She's portrayed by Catherine Keener. Anyone who's seen Get Out? She's the mother in Get Out. The little sunken place, the cop. That kind of thing. Yeah. She's creepy in this too. She's a weirdo in this too. She's like a witch in this show, by the way. She's like a witchy type. She's doing all spells and.
Stay away from shows with witches, Troy.
While you've been away, Tom, he hasn't fucking changed one bit.
I'm not saying I'm not saying she's an official witch, but she's doing witch type stuff in the show. So I don't know what her exact term is. Obviously, she's got cats.
Week without a witch.
So she's got cats. She's feeding on cats. So apparently she runs into Lisa Nova and she goes, "Okay, I see something special about you. I see something deep within your soul. You're very special. I know someone has hurt you." Because at this point, she kind of realizes that Lisa Nova is being used by the producer, and she's trying to get back to famous. Apparently, he hasn't hit since 1986. So apparently, he's like the old producer who can't make any more hits in Hollywood. So he's trying to use Lisa Nova as clout, you know what I'm saying, to try and make it big again. So at this point, after she runs into Cat Lady, Miss Witch Lady. So after she runs into her.
Oi, Troy, careful.
The cats. Hey, John, don't worry. I know a lot of people can't. Don't worry.
The
cat lady.
The cat came lady. We're talking about witches.
Hey, so, no, yeah, exactly. See, cats and the witches, I love all of that. So don't worry about it, Alex.
Okay. We're good. We're cool.
Exactly. I got you. Don't worry. I see you. So after that's all done, she realizes that he has given her work to another top music video producer, maker, and it's one of her friends, and apparently he's gonna direct her film. So she's like, "What? Somebody else is gonna direct my film after I explicitly told you I want to make this film?" And he's like, nah, I won't be able to sell you because just a newbie, you know. So I want to make someone a big star, you know. Say they got the name already, they got the brand recognition. I'll just let them do it, and you can be in the back, you know. Saying it's your concept, but you can be in the back. You can be an assistant or something. You can be an assistant. Like, just like, yeah, in the back. So she does not like this. So apparently, she goes to the witch, you know. She goes to the witch. She goes, I don't want to hurt this person. I want him hurt. Just to kind of feel what I felt. So then she goes through all these rituals, these trials, and apparently she goes, "I need payment." So Lisa goes, "Wait, I'll pay you whatever you need to pay me." So she goes, she knows she hasn't got any money. She's just like, she's broke anyways. But she goes, "You know what?" Then all of a sudden, she starts coughing up cats. Literally, she's like a sack of cats. She's like,
sorry, did you say cats?
Like proper, like legit, like coughing,
throwing up.
Yeah, throwing up. Cats.
I want to be there the day they film this scene. I want to know how.
Trust me, it's amazing. The way you see it, it's amazing. So, so that starts happening now. So apparently, that's her payment. So she's giving her cats. She's like,
sounds like a fucking horror film now.
It's horror. It's a horror drama. That's what it is.
Oh, interesting.
So, yes, it's so good. So, she's all like, "Oh, don't worry, I'll take this cat. You can have my cat. Don't worry, I'll take these from you." So every time apparently she could be anywhere, on the street. She could be in a hotel. She could be in a shop. So apparently she's coughing up cats, and apparently someone's always there. She always sends someone to go collect that cat, that newborn kitty that comes out of her. She freaking throws up kitties at random times in the show. Yeah. But then you see throughout the episode, she gets an injection, kind of just injects the cat, because they kind of grow quite rapidly as well. She ejects him, and she starts going, puts in a bowl, starts drinking him, the cat blood. Yes.
Try. Hold on. Did you dream this, or is this an actual sounds crazy?
This is an actual show. It's called Randy.
We need to check you into rehab.
It's a great show.
So Randy, you're basically saying there's someone other than you came up with you with vomiting cats.
Yes.
This is insane. I'm definitely gonna watch it though.
Alex, it's so insane. It's good. That's why I love the show. It's amazing.
Away from the TV, so she can't see vomiting cats.
Yeah. So at this point, she starts to enact this witchcraft because she wants to hurt Lou now, so the producer. So at this point, she sends spiders after this man. This guy has hiccups. This man has rashes. So literally, she's trying to attack. She's like, "This ain't enough. I want this guy hurt properly. What is this? This terrible witchcraft. I want something more drastic than this." So then, the witch sends basically a tarantula to his house, and the tarantula was supposed to bite him, supposed to bite the producer, but it got his son, and And apparently, this thing, what it does to the actual person, to his son. So he gets like a hard erection, so it's a point where he has to go to hospital. I was like, oh my god, savage, bro. This show is so lit. I'm like, this show is amazing, bro. And he's like,
so is this basically basically we're talking about was that a tarantula you said?
Yes, a tarantula.
So it's a
tarantula. Apparently it had powers. I don't know.
It's not poison. It's
Tarantula,
basically
what the
full of
fuck?
Viagra.
Yes, apparently, he's got these properties. And then he's just like, going to hospital. So apparently, it's not even damaging him hardly. It's damaging his entire family. So she wants to wreck his life. But she has second thoughts at this point as the episodes are going on. And she feels bad. So she goes to the witch, and the witch is like, nah. That's it. You've done it now. That's it. You can't go back. So and throughout these episodes now, Lisa's trying to stop the pact and trying to stop her at this point. But I've only got into 4 episodes, so it's kind of sparse at this point.
It's still better than Charm, though, right?
But here we go. We ain't going there. We ain't going there today. We ain't doing that. But
Of course it is.
come on, guy. But 4 episodes in, these shows feel so full. Each episode is just jam packed with stuff in it. It's like so much good content in each episode that I've watched. And this show is just too good, bro. This show, I can't even say any more about this. I don't want to spoil it because there's so much great. Oh, I will spoil one thing though. It's very tiny, but it's so well done. Whoever did the effects. Oh yes, pierce the resistance. Yes. Oh, so good. So
You're telling French, it better be good.
at this point, she goes, oh, I hate coughing up these cats. I want to basically stop making me cough up cats. And the witch goes, then the witch goes, okay, I got you. No more cats, okay, no more cats. Then at some point she gets a bellyache. So I'm like, wait, where are they going with this? So then she gets a mark on her side, and apparently like it's almost like her side is opened up now. It's a vagina at this point. She starts getting cats from the side of her belly that's just coming out the side. The cats is like, and I'm like, oh my god, this show is amazing. This show is amazing at this point. I'm loving life at this point. I'm loving it.
Ladies and gentlemen, what you can't see is our faces of like go on, like it's like a campfire story, like a ghost story.
It is.
And again,
it is
more. We're in trace by this. Telling them.
It's literally a camp story at this point. So that happens, and and I'm shocked out of my head. I'm like, what is going on? Going to happen at this point? So the person that she's been seeing, he's like a top actor. No, wait. So there's a top actor in Hollywood at this point. She's seeing him, and my gosh, okay. So yeah, all right. So they do like a fisting scene, bro. With in the wound, the guy's like, proper, and she's like proper getting off with this. I'm like, oh my day, this show,
Weird, man.
This show, trust me, show is weird, but it's amazing, bro. It's amazing. Alex, Ben, Tom, watch it.
So
Netflix.
So instead of telling us your dirty dreams, what was the show about?
It's about Lisa Nova, the aspiring director. She wants to make it in Hollywood. So all this weird stuff is happening. This is what you got to deal with in Hollywood. All this weird stuff, guys. This is what you got to deal with. You know, it's crazy.
I dread to think what your other pick is. And maybe next time I'll ask you to stick to the Marvel side of things.
Oh my gosh. Actually, you know what? I was going to say a second one, but I don't know if I even should at this point. This one feels so good right now. I might save it until next week.
This week?
I might save the second one until next week.
We're just going to be saying Troy's coughing up hairballs on the description. Done.
I feel good, man. This is it. The second one for next week.
Yeah, I'm good with that.
I'm good.
Yeah.
So good.
Yeah.
Netflix,
say
8 episodes.
Troy's fucked up, but that's better. Okay. So, okay. I've got an email here for Tom from Jessica in New Jersey. Big fan of House of Animation. Haven't heard Tom come across. This is way before you recorded Aladdin because you've been gone 2.5 years at this point, Tom. Like Aladdin was like 17 years ago. On the podcast, obviously, people have put Disney quizzes in because Tara's been on the podcast a lot recently with me and Troy. So Alex can join in. She sent us in a Disney quiz. You three can go up against each other. because I know
Oh,
everything.
man.
So I will beat all three of you anyway. So it's fine.
I'm shit at it. I'm gonna be shit at this. So
Well, Troy
I'm-
needs a
I'm-
win apparently. But she said since Tom's back, we could do this one. So this is like 2.5 months ago. We do apologise,
you
Jessica.
realise the last time we did this, you put me on fucking anime quiz.
No, it's just a Disney quiz. It's just a Disney quiz. And
I literally feel so tired right now. All the energy was in that Brandon Cherry flavour with you right there.
with you coughing up cats.
No energy.
And with Alex here, we can do it. So
Let's give it a go.
What?
that's this guy. Right, 30 questions. We're just going to rapid fire these. These
Jesus.
aren't impossible. Right. Can you name the first Disney animated feature film? It was released in 1937.
Steamboat Willie.
Nope.
Really?
Film.
Probably Snow White then.
1 point.
Go on.
First one to shout it out gets the point, by the way. Who
Okay.
acts as Pinocchio's conscience and is also the
Jiminy Cricket.
partial narrator of the story?
Jimmy.
Jiminy Cricket.
Oh, Troy just got in there.
Yeah, no, Troy said
No,
that.
I said before we
He said
finished.
he said it well before you finished the question. He said it.
Yeah.
Okay. So, name the first animated film to receive a nomination for Best Picture Oscar.
Ooh, Lion King.
Nope.
Damn, first.
I don't know.
Take a shot, Alex. It's in the
Fantasia?
90s.
It's in the
Fantasia?
90s.
Yeah.
90s.
Well, it'd be Aladdin then.
No.
Really?
You're going to get this. One of you is going to get this.
I was doing a shot in the dark.
Must be Beauty and the Beast then.
That's the point.
It's got to be that. Yeah, it had to
Oh
be that.
no, I thought about
It
that.
had to be that. Should have known that.
Okay, you most people won't get this one. Hattie McDaniel, best known for her role as Mammy in Gone with the Wind, also played Aunt Tempe in which Disney film? I wouldn't have got this.
What the hell?
I'm
What?
just going to say it. Song on the South. You wouldn't have got it. We'll be here all day.
Yeah, fair
No.
enough.
Elsa is born with the power to create and control ice and snow. However, what is the name of her younger sister?
It's Anna, something like that. But
Not quite.
Oh!
Sorry.
Anastasia? I don't know.
It's definitely AN, but I can't think what the.
Annette?
No.
Annette. Yeah, no. Alex?
I
No,
don't
I'm
know.
going to get this, you bastards.
I've not watched Frozen.
Anya.
Anya.
Anya! God
That's such an obvious name as well,
I should
Anya.
have known that because I love Frozen.
That's okay. You'll get one. It's very close so far. Name the fictional title character of the 1989 animated film The Little Mermaid.
Ariel.
Ah,
Okay.
I would have known that definitely.
That's just on my tongue as well.
Beat
A
me to
Whole
it.
New World is a song from which Disney film?
Aladdin.
You just said it earlier as well.
Tom is shitting himself. That's where he's trying to get there first. The 2007 film features Amy Adams as Gazelle, who's forced from the animated world of something into the live-action world of New York City.
Enchanted.
Fuck me, he's spanking this.
Oh my
tonight.
day, Enchanted was amazing. That's great movie as well, by the way.
In the 1999 animated film, can you give the first name of Professor Archimedes Q. Porter's daughter?
Nope.
Don't know that.
Jane, and the film is Tarzan. You're not getting that in a million years. Can you name Cinderella's two stepsisters? Good luck on that one.
Priscilla. Priscilla
Yes,
She got one.
and Anastasia.
that's
No.
2 points. To Alex.
Go on then.
Well done.
Sorry, I have to give it 2 points on that one. Troy, you're now behind again, which is really familiar territory.
I'm good at this point.
Madam Min is the main antagonist of which 1963 Disney animated feature film?
Sleeping Beauty?
No.
No idea.
Mulan, I don't know.
Mulan.
1963.
Oh, so things wrong. Damn. Oh.
I think the Chinese name might have thrown him off. Sword in the Stone. Judge Claude Frodo is the Minister of Justice in which 1996 Disney film?
Oof.
It's the greatest Disney film of all time.
Christ in
Oh,
heaven.
no.
It's the one before. It'd be the one before Little Mermaid, but I'm trying to think of the fucking order.
Nope. It's 1996.
1996.
France.
Lion King.
No, Mulan. No.
No, that's not France.
What?
What?
Didn't hear what you said, Ben.
Hunchback of Notre Dame. I'm just going to keep going.
That's a terrible.
Did he just say the best movie? Oh my gosh.
It is. We'll get on to that in the House of Animation.
Classic book in the fucking universe.
Oh my gosh, man.
Fuck the book, Rob. It's a decent film. What were the names of the sinister pair of Siamese cats in The Lady and the Tramp?
Oh.
Can't remember.
We are Siamese, if you please. No.
Why are you being racist on this podcast?
That's a bloody film.
That was a great singing voice, Tom. I like it.
Tom is racist. Right, I'm writing down the introduction here. Tom is a racist. Tom is a bearded racist. And Troy is talking. Troy's coughing up hairballs. What is the name of the princess in the film Aladdin?
Jasmine, say.
I give it to both of you there because you both.
Oh, I got that joke second before. Come on now.
That's why you're behind, isn't it? At 1 point. What is the name of a white shepherd puppy adopted by an 8-year-old girl named Penny in a 2008 animated Disney film?
Don't know.
Bolt?
How the fuck did you get that?
Damn, you got Bolt.
I don't like Disney, he said.
Tom is on fire.
I don't like Disney, he said. Name the main character in Disney's The Lion King.
That's Simba.
Simba?
Main character, right? Said main character.
Yeah,
It's Simba.
Yeah.
That's Tom's
Who
point.
do you think it is, Troy? Timon and Pumbaa?
You could make a strong argument.
I'll send me Mufasa.
I would
Pumbaa.
love to cook them in a cooking pot, the bastards.
You
In
could
Peter
also make an
Pan.
argument for Nala.
Yeah, okay, she's got 3 lines. It's fine. In Peter Pan, Captain Hook anchors his ship off the coast of which fictional island? When we get to Lion King, I'm going to jump up and down on that film. I hate it.
Neverland.
Yeah. When we get to Lion King, I'm going to jump up and down on that film. I hate it. Which book by Dolly Smith did Walt Disney read in 1957 and promptly retain the rights?
Sorry, ask that again?
Okay.
Didn't hear it.
Which book by Dolly Smith did Walt Disney read in 1957 and promptly obtain the rights?
Oh, flipping hell, who knows?
Dogs.
Mary Poppins.
Dogs.
Dogs.
101 Dalmatians.
101 Dalmatians. Fuck.
Which actor was the voice of Shere Khan in the 1967 film The Jungle Book?
Oh, you son of a!
Tom should know this.
I can see his face. I can name you a whole load of other films he's been in. His name won't goddamn come.
This is your question. This is legit your question.
Oh no!
That's an evil question.
It's a bitch of a question. Give me him.
I'll give you 10 seconds.
Oh, fuck.
It sounds like you need to take a shit, Tom. Are you okay there?
What? I'm going nuts because I should bloody know this.
George Sanders. In which the small dragon Mushu features in which film?
Mulan.
Yeah.
Tom doesn't like Disney, remember? In which
Disney, I said I'd be shit at it.
Well, you could have fooled me. In which 1940 film does Mickey Mouse play the Sorcerer's Apprentice?
Yes, and oh fuck. It was re-released in the 90s. Fantasia.
If there's ever a pub quiz, Tom, you're getting on my team. In which film are the 3 good fairies called Flora, and Merryweather?
Sleeping Beauty.
Jesus Christ.
Damn.
You don't like Disney?
I don't like Disney.
Bullshit.
At this quiz.
I smell bullshit. Otherwise, I think he's hacked my email and he's reading the answers. In which film did Timothy Mouse say the line, "The very things that hold you down are going to lift you up"?
Ooh.
I'm making sure I haven't shared the screen. No, I haven't. Good, okay.
Up.
No.
I don't know. Ratatouille?
Dumbo.
Point for Troy, finally.
Point for Troy, well done.
I mean, I don't think you or Alex can catch him now. What is the name of the pink-nosed rabbit in Bambi?
Thumper. No.
Yes.
Is it?
Yeah.
Nice.
Bette Midler plays Winnie Sanderson with Jessica Parker. There's Sarah Sanderson in which 1990?
Which is
Hocus Pocus.
Hocus Pocus. Hocus Pocus.
Your
Yes.
specialist subject about witches trying you.
Damn it, Tom!
Shut
Damn
the
you!
bed.
Damn you, Tom!
Can you name the only Disney princess with a tattoo? Oh.
Ooh.
Could you call that a tattoo, though?
I'm going to go with Jasmine then.
Is it?
You're on mute, Ben.
No.
No? Okay.
Sorry, I had to quickly do something there off camera.
Could you call that a tattoo? What the hell? It's going to be like henna or something then, isn't it?
Close. 90s.
I'm trying to think of what Disney films came out in the 90s. See, Beauty and the Beast, Lion King,
I'm gonna give
Aladdin,
Alex and Troy,
Moonlight.
yes, and then I'm going to throw it to someone else.
I don't know, honestly.
Pocahontas.
Pocahontas.
Did you know that the Beatles almost had roles in a Disney film? They were meant to be the voices of which animals in which
They were
film?
the lion. They were in the Jungle Book.
Yeah, but what were they?
They were the vultures.
2 points to Tom. At this point, we might as well shut this quiz down. Data is the female dog is 68. Pongo has 72. What are we talking about?
Spots.
101 done by, I don't know, Dalmatians? No.
I'll give you both a point. I'll give Alex a point as well because I'm feeling generous.
Out of pity.
Well, at least you got it. The spaghetti eating sequence is probably then you split the answer. The spaghetti eating sequence is probably the best known scene from which.
Lady in the Tramp.
You said it, Tom. We got it before you finished.
Yeah, you meant to let me fucking finish, Tom, you prick.
Sorry.
No, I'm joking. No, it's fine. Don't worry, it's fine. Maybe next time I just give you the point. Yeah. In which last question? In which film does Big Mama the Owl, Dinky the Finch, and Boomer the Woodpecker arrange for a young orphan animal to be adopted by a kind farmer named Willow Tweed?
Pig. Babe.
No, that's not a Disney film.
Is it not?
Oh.
I've eaten Babe and his family on my plate many times.
Oh damn! Yeah, I thought the same thing. Tom said, "Babe." I was thinking the same thing.
Yeah.
Let's see.
Don't know.
The Fox and the Hound.
Oh yeah.
Oh, I've never seen it.
So even through Alex, I mean,
I've
Troy
got 3
got 2.
points.
Alex got 4, so congratulations, you didn't finish that.
Yeah, all I care about is the Hocus Pocus question. That annoyed the heck out of me.
Tom got 18.
I'm pissed. I'm angry, upset, bro. Hocus Pocus.
Yes, I am. I am that sad that I was able to get 18 questions right on a Disney quiz. Yes.
Oh my God.
Maybe you should replace Troy in the House of Animation. We just put Troy in this intro. No, I'm joking. Okay, so congratulations to Tom. You don't get a trophy or anything because I can't be asked, and we have no budget. So, cheers. You get a smack on the back of the head when I see you next. Have we got any emails, Tom, from our email account?
Nothing has come into our official email address, so no.
Okay. I have been asked by people if Smug Mode is dead. One person has, Anthony from Plymouth. Plymouth is big this week. No more Smug Mode. No more Smug Mode. It wasn't doing the numbers, and nobody really besides you has asked about it. So we've let it die a small death.
I blame Chloe in it.
I do too, the bitch. Sorry, no, I'm joking. We don't blame Chloe in it, but it's just it wasn't. We were burnt out, so it wasn't.
Yeah, we did all the good series.
And then we got to the shit ones. And we thought, right, well, we better abandon ship. Then we're done. Quickly man the lifeboats, get on the raft, get out of town. And it is Chloe Nett's fault. It's absolutely Chloe Nett's fault, and it's also Chris Barry's fault for leaving. Yeah.
Well, yeah.
Chris Barry.
Anyway, so right, you guys are gonna all haul yourselves out now with all your channels and stuff. Go ahead.
Go on, you guys go first.
Anyone want to go first?
Well, if you want to have a look at my webpage, adeltoro.com, and see what I offer in terms of counseling, check it out.
She's a very good counsellor. She gives me free stuff at work because I'm normally
Free therapy.
Well, because sometimes I need some backup on something if it's not going well, and you've always got good words to say. I think I would give money to Alex if she wasn't my boss, to be my therapist in real life. Yeah, try. She's really very, very knowledgeable and very wise. So
It helps when I'm a manager, and listening to others. So yeah.
trust me, I've worked with some managers and they don't give a fuck. So thank you. Okay, that will be in the description down below. As always, it's in every episode we do. Tara Chloe's channel, because she's not here today. So Tara Chloe's Chloe channel, where she talks about K-pop and reacts, and hopefully doesn't bring up her ex-boyfriend's titties this week. She's been doing that a lot the last couple of weeks. Someone's asked me here, TJ from New York. Hello, TJ. Hello to everyone who writes an email. Is Tara, last week's show outtakes, Tara was talking about the titty man. Is the titty man coming to the podcast? We're working on it. But if you put Tara, Tom, and Troy together, titties, the titties team. My team of titties. They're my titty team. So, congratulations, Tom. You got upgraded where you're at.
Titties. Oh my god.
It was go back and listen to last week's episode, Alex. It was the outtakes are hilarious because when Tara's talking, we record because it's always going to be good. And she nearly named him, so we had to blank that bit out. We're like, yo, you can't say his name. The titty man will come. The titty man cometh.
Okay.
That's the name of this episode, I think.
There we go. Also, we've got a Facebook group. Now, please don't draw cocks in the group, because if you do, we will bar the fuck out of you. I've had to do that again this week. No cocks or vaginas or anything in the group. Please be nice. Talk about the episode.
Yeah, that's not going to happen now you've done that, Ben.
Yeah.
Oh man, you exposed him. Oh, geez.
Draw Troy a girlfriend. He needs one. He's single, ladies. Give him something. All right. So anyway, also my channel is MegaBenny666. Gaming on there occasionally and other things. You never know what will be on there. Troy.
Yeah, Legend of Old 101 YouTube. Check me out, man. Check me out.
If you like wrestling, and his reaction to Nightwish, the Finnish metal band. Why would you? You've got no sense. Come at me. It's just a bunch of wood instruments. It's not good rock music at all.
Oh my
It's
God.
awful.
Here we go.
Such wanky music you listen to.
Disrespect.
You're a Charm fan. Why am I not surprised you don't?
Charm fans unite. Charm fans unite. Come on, guys. Come on.
I'd rather hang up with the Nightwish fans.
Yeah.
Anyway, I've also Tom, have you got anything?
No, I don't haul myself out on any other shows. I only do this.
Is I gotta hold myself out for you guys?
Nigel from Newcastle wants to know. We've got a lot of Newcastle and Plymouth fans this week, and Newcastle seems to be our biggest thing. What are the next couple of specials for the rest of the year? October's Buffy. November is JoJo.
This is still disputed, but possibly it's Buffy.
It's happening, fucking hell, man. I've been waiting 2.5 months. We had to plan without you.
Tom's like Buffy, no.
I got nothing against Buffy, but it's a hell of a lot to watch, man.
You could do it from memory. You just watch a few episodes.
I watched like the first 3 seasons, and then when she went to college, it got shit. So.
But then watch the shit stuff. Just do 4 and you're good. You got 2 months.
I missed this, bro. I missed this, Tom. I missed it.
No. What we've done is
what's September then?
I don't know, because we didn't know when you were coming back, so we kind of put a rough plan in place in case you didn't come back. So October's Buffy. November is, we thought you got kidnapped or something. We didn't know where you were. November is JoJo. December we didn't decide, so we can talk about September.
December has to be something Christmassy, surely.
Yeah. The Grinch.
The Grinch. There we go. Alex has already booked herself in for Christmas. There we go.
No.
Cheers, Alex.
No.
Right, and I'm writing it down in the diary. Christmas special. Alex.
That is the quickest backtrack I've ever heard in my life.
She's just gone, shit.
Oh man, that's awesome.
Anyway, so that's it. We got a new email, don't we?
Yes. It's
I forgot your
changed
name,
ever so
Tom.
slightly.
Called you
Yeah,
Mark. It's Tom.
Square Eyes Syndrome Podcast at gmail.com.
Lovely. Do you have plans for another podcast in the future? We're not going to say nothing until next year. If we say it too early, people will get excited. Like the House of Animation, when we mentioned it, people started barnstorming us, and I didn't read them out loud. So we're going to keep quiet.
Yeah, sounds good.
I have a clue though. Whoa, ha, 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 ha. That's all you get.
Clues. Blues clues.
Clues. I think you maybe know what it is now. We talk about it a lot on the podcast, but we're going to zip it. It's a RuPaul's Drag Race podcast. No, it's not. No.
Better not be, I'm out here.
It's a Buffy. It's just Buffy.
Oh, God.
Just Buffy.
Well, I'm just wondering. I've just texted my before we go. I've texted my one of my former colleagues because he slept around some of the drag queens from the first 2 seasons. So I'm just already texted him. So which one of these slags have you slept with this time? Not gonna name him. Not gonna name him. But that man got around. I'm very proud of him. No, I'm not proud. I don't know if I'm proud of him. But yeah. So that's it for this week. We're done. Lovely. Oh, sorry, that was Caitlin from London on the last one about the third podcast. Yeah, so
Thanks for the question, Caitlin. Thank
everyone. I peppered them in because there's so many, and there's a lot of hairy men that want to give Tom a backdoor entrance or something. You know, the hairy man love continues, Tom. Yeah.
What?
What the hell?
Well, when we in the past, hairy men have come up and asked, "Is Tom single?" And Troy gets all the women. So, you know, Tom was. Hairy men wanted to know if Tom is that way inclined.
Tom is not that way inclined, but still very flattered.
He's more into drag queens. It's fine.
I'm dead.
Welcome back, buddy. I've missed you. Right, so it's goodbye from me.
Oh, God.
Bye from me.
Goodbye from me.
And Tom's gone.
Tom's
left.
shocked.
I'm here, man. I'm here.
You gonna say goodbye to him?
I did say goodbye.
He said the same time as
Yeah, cool. Let's kill this fucker with fire.